Hi, this is Chris Lesso, and welcome to my bookshelf. This is one of my favorite places in the world to be, next to behind my drums, of course. And this one's all about the connection between health and drumming. And there's an amazing book called Spark. Please check this out, by John Rady. And this book's about the connection between exercise, movement, and improving the brain. And since I'm a drummer, what better way to make that connection? And there's been a lot of new science about, in the last maybe 15 years, 20 years, about the connection between drumming and health. I guess it starts in the womb, when you're in your mother's womb, and there's that heartbeat you're hearing, and that's connecting you. It's the rhythm of life, and there's, rhythm is life. There's our own heartbeats and the rhythm of every day, and movement. And when the brain is working as well with the body, it's just magical. And what better way to do this than drumming? Whether it's hand drumming or playing the drum set. I teach so many students, and I've seen such a positive effect on the minds and the bodies of students, whether they're 4 years old or they're 104 years old. It's awesome. So we're talking about different areas, and in my story, it's definitely helped my focus. I wasn't, I was a skinny, scrawny little kid, just into, punk rock bands and rock and roll and Led Zeppelin and stuff when I was a kid growing up. And I wasn't into sports, and I didn't relate with the sports crowd. And this gave me, something really physical to do. I used to run home from the school bus every day, and I had that little window to play drums. And I was sweating my butt off and just rocking out, and I was so motivated to do that. And I would feel just awesome when I was done. I was full of, endorphins and dopamine, and it was a complete state change. I was just, it was like, running a half marathon or something, going to the gym. There's a study done recently by the BBC, and they compared drummers. They did some tests on what's happening physically in the heart rate and breathing when drummers play a concert. And they basically said they're equivalent to what a soccer player would do during, a match at night. It's just amazing, the equivalent there. And drummers are playing sometimes on tour every night. When I played, I've done sometimes 49 shows in something like 46 or 47 days. That was one tour I did with the Cavalia show, and I've done many tours where every night you've got to give it your all. And I know when I feel healthy and I'm playing drums, it affects it. I feel great when I play drums, when I'm doing yoga, when I'm running, when I'm meditating, keeping my mind clear, when I'm going to the gym. I feel awesome when I play the drums. And then when I play the drums and I'm able to play better, it motivates me to, do more swimming, do more of the things that make me feel awesome. And of course, diet is connected to that. State change, like when you play drums, if you're in a bad mood or if you're a little tired, it's amazing the energy you get from it and the mood change that happens. I remember playing a few years ago with a group called Samba Squad, and there's basically like 30, imagine being in a room with 30 drummers all playing at once. And I just remember the power of 30 drums happening at the same time, and I would always leave there just buzzing and feeling, in a great mood. So there's all the endorphins and the dopamine. This cuts down on a chemical called cortisol, and cortisol is a stress hormone. What a great way to deal with stress than to get behind the drum set and give it your all. And when you leave, you're feeling a lot less stressed than when you began. And this affects sleep. When you have less cortisol in your system, you're sleeping better, you're feeling better. It's absolutely awesome. Then there's the whole mental aspect of it. I think of this as confidence, focus, creativity, and I've had many students with, ADHD come, and you can see the effect on focus that affects them when they're drumming. Gives you a target, gives you a focus, and the feeling of contribution. What better effect on health than that? When you're contributing to a group, you're part of a community, and you're making music, you're contributing to something bigger than yourself, and you're having a ton of fun while doing it. So it's awesome. There's so much more science coming out and studies about this, so I'm going to be writing more about this. So that's what the whole LTR concept is about, life through rhythm, how so many aspects in our life are connected to, in my case it's drumming, but it could be, whatever your favorite medium is, whether it's karate or writing or whatever. There's so many parallels between those two things. So pick up a drum, pick up a drumstick, and notice the effect it has on your overall health. So this is Chris Lesso. I look forward to many more blogs like these with you. Please go to chrislesso.com to sign up, and I'll see you real soon. Take care.